Do you know that begging people for alms or begging for money is highly prohibited in Islam? In fact, it is considered as a dishonorable act, except, of course, for people who are going through extraordinary circumstances like excruciating poverty. See, in Islam, it is encouraged for anyone who has the ability to do work or provide value to use that to make money. That is considered the honorable way and the most honorable manner for living. One day, a man came to the Prophet Muhammad wasallam and begged him for alms. The Prophet looked at the man, who was an able-bodied man, and the Prophet asked him, "Do you have anything of value in your house?" The man said, "Yes, I have a beautiful mat. Sometimes I use it to sleep and I play on it. And then I have a brass cup with which I used to drink." The Prophet ﷺ said to the man, "Go to your house and bring me these two items." The man went home, brought the two items to the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet raised it and asked the people, "Who is willing to pay for these two items?" One man raised his hand and said, "I am willing to buy the two items for 1 dirham." Now consider the dirham as a currency. The Prophet asked again, "Who is willing to pay more?" Another man raised his hand and said, "I am willing to pay 2 dirhams for these items." The Prophet sold the two items to the man who was willing to pay 2 dirhams and said to the poor man who had come to ask him for money, to beg him for money, he said to him, "Take 1 dirham from this, use it to buy an axe, and take the second dirham, you use that to feed your family, then come back." So the man went away, did as the Prophet asked, came back with the axe that he bought. And the Prophet said to him, "Now take this axe and go into the mountains, cut down some trees, cut them into woods and sell that to people. Then come back to me after some time." After a while, the man came back to the Prophet ﷺ and he had a lot of dirhams with him. And he told the Prophet ﷺ, "I followed your advice and this is what I've got." And the Prophet ﷺ said to the man, "هذا خير لك من أن تسأل الناس." This is better for you than begging people for money. This money that you have made from your own handwork is better than whatever money people are going to contribute for you. Since you have the ability to make money for yourself, go out there, make money, and stop begging people for money. Create value and make money from the value that you create. You will feel better about yourself. Finally, and most importantly, the Prophet Muhammad said to the man, "Inna al-mas'alata la tahillu illa lizi fakrin mudqi'in." That begging for alms, begging people for money, is not permissible except for a person that is going through excruciating poverty. That is, a person who has no ability, no means, nothing of value that they can provide. A person who is incapacitated, not able to make money from their own handwork, can ask people for money. But if you look at yourself and you have the ability, even the tiniest bit of value that can be translated into money for you, use it. Let people pay you for the value you create and not just give you a handout for the fact that you have to bring yourself down to beg for it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.